مشاهدينا الكرام، أهلا وسهلا فيكم بحلقة جديدة من حلقاتنا الأسبوعية رواد الأعمال. مثل ما عودناكم في كل حلقة أنا استضيف رجلا مميز، ومن زاوية رجال وسيدات الأعمال رحبوا معي بالسبيشال بزنس مان مستر نويل والمدام ليلى، البارتنرز لشركة Great Minds Group. بداية good afternoon boss.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I will start with you, Mr. Noel. In the first, nice to meet you, both of you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Can you tell us about your beginning here in UAE when you started your own business? When you can, تفضل.
Sure. So my name is Noel Greenway, and I came to Dubai 15 years back.
MashaAllah.
We started Great Minds, the event management company, 3.5 years back. So that's sometime in March 2018. Since then, we've started 4 other businesses. One is a small boutique PR and marketing firm that we started within a year of starting the event management company. When the pandemic hit, we had to come up with something new, something innovative to cater to our clients because events were a complete stop. So we started a division called DigiConnect. With DigiConnect, we've organized close to 500 virtual events to all of our clients.
MashaAllah.
In fact, we've also started 2 other new businesses. One is an e-commerce site, and we've got another business coming up in the next couple of weeks, which is a hot chip shop. So chips, which are going to make potato chips and tapioca chips, banana chips, various different chips with different flavors.
Inshallah.
So all in all, if I look at it, the journey as a businessman has been very interesting, very adventurous. Of course, thanks to the support of UAE and the government. Of course. Very, very important, without which we wouldn't have reached the stage. And of course, a very loyal and hardworking staff that work tirelessly to make sure that they see the success of this company.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Hope for you the best in your special life. So now, Madam Leila, nice to meet you. I would like to meet you and let the viewers as well know about your beginning here with Mr. Noel, how you create the company before create the company, and what's the special services that you provide to UAE market from A to Z.
Sure. So I came to UAE as a child. I was 9 years old at the time. So this is in 1989. So in Dubai that did not look like this. So I grew up here. I went to school here. So UAE and Dubai is my home, my permanent home. I have done different education to what I do today. I studied actually medicine, and then I got tired of that and I went and studied international marketing because I love working with people, and eventually ended up in the events industry. Noel and I met in our previous place of employment, and then we decided that we wanted to start our own company to, on your point, offer special services to our clients. We realized that the events industry is an expansive and booming industry. It's actually a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's critical for the growth and development of Dubai. But there were some service inadequacies, if you would say. Some of the events that we saw were not client-oriented. They were not organized to make sure that everyone comes out of an event with a learning and development. So we wanted to start a company where every client could attend our events free of charge, a model that did not exist, so free to attend for events for all, to include continuing education for university students, to make sure that whomever is studying whatever has an outlet to come and learn and develop, to offer hands-on training for a lot of things, to work with governments in a model that governments don't need to pay for events, that their visions are supported, that get to talk about their plans and activities, and we came up with a fully market-sponsored government events. So in this way, we work with a lot of government entities across the UAE. Right now, we're working on a massive project with the Ministry of Infrastructure and Energy. In UAE, we work very closely with Dubai Police, and I think our key to success is the fact that we work very closely with them. We really become their partners, and we don't pass on the charges to the government of UAE or the people that are interested in attending the events. So it's high service quality, and then the other part of it is making sure that we have a happy work environment for our employees.
Yes.
I think one of the issues that UAE has faced is transient work environments, staff rotation. our staff rotation is almost zero. We get one person that changes jobs or leaves the country since we have opened. So we have just a team that grows in a very happy working environment. And I think happy employees translate to happy customers because they come and work with passion to deliver excellence. So that's a little bit brief. I can talk about it for a lot more, but I don't want to bore the audience.
Bravo, mashallah. We hope from our channel, ABC Arabia TV, to grow more and more and to be in a high level, both of you, because you deserve to be success in your life. Now we will go back to Mr. Noel now about the specialty here in Dubai. You know that we are in a biggest market in the world, have the competitive here. So what's the reason you make yourself success here in your field? And you know that there is a lot of companies, they have the same services in this market.
First and foremost, we decided on UAE to be our base, mainly because of the very good support that we get from the government. UAE, of course, is very well established within the events industry, which also gives us the opportunity to very easily find talent here in this region. So Dubai was the obvious choice when it came to setting up a business here. In terms of our specialities, like Leila's touched up on quite a few things. Every single time there is an event, the client has an objective behind why the event is organized and a certain expectation. What we are very good in doing is understanding those objectives and expectations. And right from the day start, we start planning them just to make sure that they're delivered exactly to dot.
Excellent.
Now, of course, what happens is sometimes expectations can be very different. So what we do is once we lay out our plans, we go and sit down with the government just to make sure that everything that we've understood is in line with what they expect. And once we get a sign off, then it's just a matter of planning and delivering exactly to what we've discussed and what we've planned. So in terms of our specialty, I think it comes down to that because at the day of the event, anyone that comes there sees exactly what was promised.
Bravo. As a businessman and as an experienced person in UAE market, what's your plan in the future after 2 years from now, where you will see a great minds group?
So our primary business is organizing events. So we would love to continue doing that in Middle East and Africa, where we have majority of our experience. Now the events business is very well established. We've got very capable directors that are managing the business well. So we would leave it in their hands to manage some of the events business. And I think we will focus the next few months, next few years on developing some of our other businesses like the e-commerce site, the chip shop, very different from what we do. But then I think it's an opportunity for us to grow and employ a lot more people and then provide opportunities for everyone else in this country.
Bravo. We hope for you that, Mr. And I'm sure that one day you will be there. So now, Madam Leila, what's your plan in the future as a businesswoman?
As a businesswoman, I have to mirror a lot of what Noel says. What we would like to do is continue to grow the group. So we started with one, we're 4 companies now. We have plans for 7 or 8 other ideas. So we're kind of thinking about a new business launch every year and a half. So what we want to do is to become a homegrown UAE-based group of companies. There's a lot of successful groups of companies in UAE, many brought from outside of UAE, established here, and many starting from the ground up. So we want to be a success story of a big group. So if you come visit us 5 years from now, we would want to be in a business tower that is all ours, that every floor will have another business in it. And like Noel said, we want to attract the highest level of talent. We want to provide opportunities to every person who's passionate about their field, and we want to have the opportunity to employ people in different fields. I think one of the things that is unique about our company is the diversity. We have people from 25 different nationalities. We hire people that are passionate, and that's something that I want to do as a businesswoman. I really want to be a role model to a lot of young women who are venturing into the world of business. I have 2 kids, so I want every mother to know that they can work and balance life. So I think my personal goal will be an expanding business, but also playing that leadership role in inspiring the next generation of businesswomen in this part of the world. There's few of us, but I think the women in this part of the world are fierce and capable,
course.
and I want to play a small role in setting that example.
Of course, Madam Leila, thanks for your words. Now, all of us, we know that UAE, the best country in the world, had the safety and security, happiness, investment. Everything here is amazing. So we have to thank the leadership and the president of UAE from Great Minds Group and from Mr. Noel and Madam Leila as a partner here of the company and as owners. We will start with you.
I would never miss an opportunity to thank the president and the leaders of this country for providing expats like us the opportunity to develop our business and grow within the country. If you look at UAE, they provide the best compared to any of the other countries. We live in the best accommodation, most modern. We have very good education systems, very good healthcare systems, and one of the best infrastructures anywhere in the world. When it comes to safety, UAE is one of the safest places in the world. There is no question about it. I can leave my house unlocked, come to office, go back knowing that nothing is going to be touched.
Yes, of course.
And above all, I think the way UAE has managed the overall coronavirus situation and the vaccination has been very, very impressive.
Yes.
The reason why we are back in business today doing physical events is because they've managed the entire, there's been good strategies, good planning behind the entire situation and allowing us to get back to business.
Of course.
I have friends in other countries who have still not got their first vaccination jab. I've taken 4, the Chinese vaccine and Pfizer. And everyone in our office are vaccinated, which means that
because of the opportunity here.
Because of the opportunity here. So thank you so much to the leadership, and we will always be grateful and thankful for everything that they've given us.
Yes, of course. And Madam Leila now?
I mean, like Noel said, we're thankful and grateful to President, Vice Presidents, and all of the leaders of UAE. The safety, the happiness, the ample opportunities, the accessibility of absolutely everything, the transparency in the work environment, the infrastructure in the banking service, the connectivity to the world. I mean, the list goes on and on about the amazing country and the amazing city that Dubai is. Like I mentioned, I grew up here. I remember UAE when it was few roads. I remember the first Etisalat building being built because it was in front of the building we grew up in. To see a country go from that to what it is today, one of the most modern hubs of business, travel, leisure in the world, speaks for the vision and the visionaries that run this country. And like Noel said about the pandemic, I mean, the pandemic caught the world off guard. No one knew exactly what to do. But when you have vision, commitment, strategy, you will become that country that says, you know what, this is unprecedented, this is unexpected, but I will manage it. My citizens will be safe, nothing will happen to them, and we can see the benefits and results. Life is back to normal with safety. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful. Also, my children are Emirati, so Banati Mawatinin, exactly. So I'm a proud mother of 2 Emirati children, so this is forever home, and I am so excited that my daughters are growing up in this country as Emirati women, and I cannot wait to see what this country will do for them and what they will do for their country.
Bravo, thank you so much. And from our channel also, we'll thank our leadership and the president of UAE. We'll thank the government as well. We will thank you, Mr. Noel and Madam Leila, to accept us here in your special company. Inshallah, always we'll see you in a high level and in the top. Before we end our program, just want to take from your side about the location where we are now in Dubai.
We are located in Apex Atrium, which is in Motor City.
Yes, any landmark nearest from here?
I think Spanish is a good landmark. Spanish in Motor City is a good landmark. Is there anything else you can think of?
There's a BMW showroom right next door. Exactly,
yes,
Motor
why
City BMW.
It's opened very recently.
Yes, very good. So my dear viewers, the contact number down of our screen with the emails and the website for Great Minds Group. I will thank you again for your time, Madam Leila and Mr. Noel. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
مشاهدينا الكرام، إلى هنا نختم حلقتنا لهذا الأسبوع. تابعونا Friday and Saturday on ABC Arabia TV and social media. دمتم بخير وفي أمان الله.